I'm Kelsey, and this is my husband Patrick. We're scientists and avid environmentalists turned adventure elopement photographers. We've been living in Hawaii for the past 5 years. We're following our dreams and just bought this boat. Her name is Blue Planet, and we're renovating the entire thing. Follow along and watch the transformation as we prepare for epic elopements at sea. On the last episode, we said that this one was going to be all about us docking and actually learning how to sail. Well, we've been commuting back and forth to the boat pretty much every day in between our day jobs, but unfortunately, the trade winds have been really strong this summer, and we're waiting for the perfect time so that there isn't a big wind that's going to push us into the dock. We also share a slip with our neighbor and really don't want to hit her, so we need her to be gone from the slip and to have perfect conditions. So instead of a docking video, this video is going to be about all of the little projects we've been doing on the boat in the interim, starting with getting rid of all of this insulation and cleaning out a bunch of the junk that was still left over from the previous owners. But instead of just throwing everything away, a lot of it's in really good condition, so we have donated it to Reuse Hawaii instead. So I'm sanding down all of the walls of the V-berth, which I know is taboo for boats to get rid of the wood stain, but we're gonna do it anyways. So I've started taking off the stain on some of the walls, and I'm gonna do a bunch more today with my new 60 grit sandpaper, which hopefully works a little bit faster than the 80, and I'll work up from there.
Maybe our lives were not meant to collide from the start, but who could foresee the fall? Maybe it's time to decide what to do with the fact that it happens to us all. From time to time it all comes around, and no one knows the end. We're all building bridges slowly, tearing them down fast to start over. We're all trying to come over memories of the past and start over. The past can start over. Start over.
So we have our beautiful wheel. Love the look, but this is not weather sealed at all, and the longer it stays out like this, the more damaged it's just gonna keep getting. So taking a little bit of break from all of the inside work on the V-berth.
Stay alive to prevent all the chaos, but happiness can't wait. Maybe it all would go clear if we knew how to act for each other's sake. From time to time it all comes.
Instead of going with natural wood, we decided to paint it blue because the name of the boat is Blue Planet and we wanted that to be represented somehow. This is one of the few projects we've actually been able to finish, and it feels really good to have something finally done, even if it's just the wheel.
Tearing them down fast to start over. We're all trying to come over.
We decided to paint all of the exterior and interior doors of Blue Planet black to match her beautiful masts.
We're all
So hot. I don't know if you can tell, but I am dripping sweat in here. I have the fans blowing on me. So we went to West Marine today, spent a bunch of money again, getting some supplies that we need for the boat and then all of the safety equipment that we need. So this is what we got. A first aid kit that hopefully we won't need, 3 different fire extinguishers, just based on Coast Guard regulations, a flare, an air horn, and then this life ring. We still need to get some updated life jackets, but like I said, we have the old ones, which will do for now.
Alright, so next up I'm going to check out some of the safety systems. So that would include like fire extinguishers. Currently there's no smoke alarms or carbon monoxide alarms on board, so we're going to install one of those. And then finally we're going to look in the bilge and make sure that the bilge pump works effectively. And the bilge pump does appear to be working, but we don't have a manual bilge pump. So if ever the electric bilge pump failed, we would have no manual way to get water overboard except maybe using a bucket, which I don't really want to do. Okay, so I have a bucket of water underneath the engine room compartment, and let's test out this manual bilge pump to make sure it works.
Yep, it works. You got it all.
Currently the boat is plumbed for pumping sewage directly overboard, which is fine when you're doing offshore cruising. Here at the marina we have a pump out service, so we can pull up to the dock and they'll pump out all the sewage, and it'll be dealt with just like normal sewage is, which is a lot more environmentally friendly than just dumping all the sewage overboard. But currently it's only plumbed to go overboard, so I need to basically put in a Y adapter and we can then choose where we want the sewage to go. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. It requires cutting the existing tubing, which I'm assuming is going to smell bad. So I'm going to need my respirator. And here we go.
Now that we have a working deck port, we just have to build up the courage to leave our dock and actually get it pumped out.
Okay, so I just found another problem with the holding tank, which holds all the sewage. Basically, it's not being vented anywhere right now. It's being vented inside the boat, which is obviously kind of gross. It's supposed to be vented to the outside of the boat, and right now there's no hoses doing that, so I'm going to set up some of the hoses.
We got the quote back from the contractor that came and looked at the boat, and we're super excited for it. We gave him a list of all the projects that we would ideally want to do, and it is going to be more than we had budgeted, but we're just going to go for it. There's a bunch of projects that we could hypothetically DIY, but we really want this boat to be nice, not only for ourselves, but for all of our clients that are going to come on board as well. So the contractor has finally started doing some of the demolition work, and it's so exciting to see that our vision for the galley and the rest of the boat is coming to life, which means that we can sit back and relax and know that all those big projects are in the hands of a professional.
So it's like 1,000 degrees in here, so we're gonna go spend the rest of the day at the climbing gym.
Climbing used to be a pretty big part of our lives, but unfortunately Hawai'i didn't have a gym. Lucky for us, a new gym just opened less than a mile from the boat, so we'll be spending a good deal of time there. Hopefully all this climbing will make it easier to haul the sails. Next time, we'll share more updates and hopefully we'll leave the dock. Make sure to follow along and subscribe if you're new here.